and welcome to this video. Today I'm doing a mixed media layout. So the first thing I did was take a white cardstock and a stencil and some distress ink to start my first layer. I didn't use any gesso or anything on this page because my first thought was just to do the stenciling, but then I went on with some other mediums, but it worked out fine. I used such a little amount that the paper didn't warp or anything, which was good. The photos I'm working with is some photos of My Little Pony, and the theme on the photo was pink and blue, so I wanted to take some pink into that. So I'm using the packaging technique with some spray, so I'm just putting some of the colors on a plastic package here, and then I started with a paintbrush, but I didn't like it, so I just smushed it around and then smushed it on the paper, which looked very nice. I dabbed off some of the color so it wouldn't be too bright. Then I went in with my second color and did exactly the same. I did dry these in the run between all of the colorings just to make sure that it didn't get too messy or anything like that. I did go in with some white acrylic paint just to tone it down a bit and used it on a dry brush and just swept it off very lightly, and it did leave some nice strokes on the paper. Next thing I did was go in with a paint pen, which doesn't come up so much in this video. I just did some excess to get some different colors and shapes in there. Then I took some water color pencils and drew some circles a bit all over the place, just like around my photo. And then I went in with some water and just livened the color up a bit, which I think in the end looked nice. As you can see, there are a few steps to this and a few different mediums, but it's not overbearing. It's not a super busy layout, which I think is good if you either starting mixed media or just wanted to keep the page light. Then I went into my stash. I took out some scrap papers that I want to use to layer this on. And this was just some old papers from my stash, and first I layered my photo, and on top of the first paper cut that into like a little nice frame, and then I worked out a bit how I wanted my other paper to go. And you will see this is quite a simple layout, at least for me. I have a tendency to put up a lot of decorations, but I wanted to keep it simple, partly because of the mixed media in the background, and also I wanted to do something quick and easy. So you can see my layering here. I also have these very old foam words that I have in my stash for like 2 years, so I wanted to use those up. I used this magical adventure word, and it also had this foam heart, which I ended up using. This is an old Maggie Holmes paper. I totally hoarded this. I love them. I bought several to cut out the flower and use, and I think this is my last paper, so I'm a bit sad about that. But I just fussy cutted that out and picked it where I wanted it to be, so this is like the main decoration of this page. And then I just went into my stash again, finding some stickers that I haven't used yet, and it just says magical moments and some hearts and stars. And these wood enamel dot things, I'm not sure what they're called. I have so many from them. I did subscribe to the Hip Kit before, right when these were getting popular, and I basically used 5 of them or something like that. So I am trying to use some of them up. And I started putting some tape on my paper, then realized I kind of need some glue since I have paint on the page. Used a ruler to get this kind of semi-straight at least. And then basically I'm just layering everything. I wanted to do a little border from the paper here just to make it stand out. So I did one outside the paper and then on the edge of the paper. And then I just put some tape on the flower just to make it stick where I wanted it to overlap my photo. And as you can see, I use a lot of glue and a lot of tape on my pages because I have had instances when I didn't use enough or just used the factory glue on stickers and such, and things had fallen down. So I kind of want to prevent that. Then I wanted to use this as my title, and as I said, this is very old and it would kind of gotten stuck to the paper. It kind of teared on some parts, but it worked out fine anyway. I end up gluing this down properly just to make sure, because this wouldn't stick otherwise. And I ended up putting it kind of like a little half circle, which I thought looked very cute and kind of, yeah, like nicely well put together. And I just glued on the little magical letters right there. And overall, this was a very fast page. It took me 30 minutes to do with all of the mixed media, all of the drying time, and fussy cutting the flower. So for me at least, that's very fast, but you can see I used minimal decoration, so it went pretty fast. And you can see here the heart, the black heart I wanted to use kind of disappeared somewhere and I totally forgot about it. But I think it ended up okay anyway, because I think that large black element would have been a bit too much on this page as it is now. I'm just gluing everything down. Also found a wood veneer flower put down. And then I have these super cute puffy stickers with some bunnies on. And I really liked it. As you can see, I've used a lot of them and I just wanted to put them. They're so tiny, so they kind of can sneak in a bit of everywhere on the page. I put two up by my title, and then I just put one little cutie right here who's holding a heart, which was adorable. It was still a bit empty in some places, so I wanted to go in with some stickers or something, and I found these tiny word stickers, which I love. Who is not addicted to using them? Really, come on, they are adorable. Work on every page. And of course, lastly, I went in with some enamel dots in just a few different colors, a bit here and there, which, you know, always tie in a page quite nicely. And I just used some color that matched the whole page. Lastly, I tried to figure out where I wanted to put my journaling. I just drew down the lines because my handwriting is poor, so I kind of want to take photos of this before I write on it. And that's the whole page. Very simple, very bright, since there's a lot of white background, but I like it. So thank you for watching. Leave a comment or a like if you feel like it, and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Thank you. Bye.